Hi guys, first of all I just want to say hey, thank you for checking out my page. This is just me. I kind of speak sometimes without thinking, so you'll get used to that. My friends do. I'm not the friend that you can have on loudspeaker, let's just say it that way. They know. But the first thing I wanted to get into was how did I get to this stage? How was I at 32, nearly 33, a tarot reader, a card reader, into space, into astrology? Because I never grew up like it. I was a typical girl trying to fit in. I wanted to be, I don't even know what I wanted to be. I went through stages. I wanted to be an air hostess, I wanted to be a Spice Girl, then a hairdresser, which I think I wasted a few of my college years because it looks nice now because it's washed and it's blow dry, but I can't even. I'm like a and I leave it. My friend Sammy does my blow dries, and my friend Claire, she does my makeup when I need it because I'm not that good with hands-on stuff. But yeah, so I never grew up thinking that this was a lifestyle, and I would say even when I got to 21, I didn't even hear about this stuff. It wasn't till 2017 that it all come rushing in, but it was such an impact. Yeah, it was like, when they say you have an awakening, you have a dark night of the soul, everything's crumbling, everything's breaking. That's basically what happened, and it all kind of came to a point where it overwhelmed me as well. So yeah, but no, when I was little, my mum never mentioned tarot readers. I've got a twin. She would never mentioned anything, and I just think when it got to 2017, and my first tarot deck was a Secret Santa off my friend Claire, because we'd gone to psychics, and I think I just wasn't ready to be open about it, but I did have experiences that I probably was in denial about. Maybe I used to just put it down to coincidences or deja vu. So yeah, and I still remember the first time me and my friend Claire, we was literally going for a sunbed, and I think her name was Deborah, and she approached us about a reading, and we went. I don't think we really got what we was wanting from that reading, but we went and we experienced it. And then we went, the one that we did go to and we do see still is Lee Petrolengo, and he kind of helped me because he kind of gave me that push, because he'd be like, Rachel, you're asking me stuff and you're asking me to approach these cards and tell you something that you already know and you're already capable of doing, but I still didn't quite get it. I used to just think, but then I think what made me dive into it the most is when Claire got me the Secret Santa, and it was the tarot deck, and never had a Secret Santa that I worshipped the most. I loved it, I adored it, I've still got them. Anyone that was Rachel's friend then, who was still now, or them ones that weren't, that used to come and I'd be like, I'll do your spread. And then it started from there, and I kept doing them, and I kept doing them. Then I'd treat myself to decks, or the person I was with at the time would treat me to decks. Claire, Kelly, I forgot how many decks you've brought me. Then Sammy, she always treats me for my birthday. And I think it started from one Secret Santa to about, I wouldn't even want to count how many decks I do have, to be fair. I really wouldn't, because I just think there's that many. Even now sometimes I try and have a clear out, but I can't part with them. I always say it, and then I'll be like, oh, and then my friends are like, Rachel, why are you having this moment again? Why are you trying to sell them? Why are you trying to rehome them when you know you're not going to let go of them? But then no one ever really wanted them anyway, so I don't think that was meant to go. But yeah, that is how it kind of happened, and 2017 was the year that I literally, had my awakening, my tarot deck. I think that pushed me into different things, because me and Claire was also always googling and always searching stuff, and then the next stage for us was the numerology, and that I had a free reading on Facebook, and her name was Heather Davis, and she's on Facebook, and she is an amazing numerologist, and she did me a live numerology reading, and that I was like, I was exactly like this afterwards. I was so gobsmacked, and I think that pushed open a lot of things, because then me and Claire would go to these places where there'd be other psychics, then there'd be Reiki healers, and then there'd be that much going on, but me and Claire was in our element, and I think that's what I needed. That was Claire, in a way, with her Secret Santa, saying, Rachel, this is your thing, why aren't you doing it, come on, and it kind of pushed the steps for other doors. It opened me up to be around people and see what this is, and it's not freaky, it's not unnormal, you're not ooh, you're just a person still, but at the same time you are walking around with something that you're in denial of, which is your very strong intuition, the capability to see what some people can't see with their eyes, to hear spirit. And I think that was such an important person that I needed, which was Claire Kelly, because she kind of was the person that didn't judge it. She never laughed. She actually was like, why haven't you been doing this the whole time? And the stories that we could have when I used to do my little spreads, or I'd get her to do mine, I'd always need my vape. We'd always be nervous, really nervous.